who has pushed me and challenged me and made me grow and made me see things about myself that I think, honestly, I can't think of anyone else who has been able to cut into what's really going on the way that you can. You're a truth teller. And, just as recently as literally this morning, I had a conversation with you about my life and about my family and about things that I'm going through. And it's something that, we met on a film set, but over the last 12 years, besides, my wife's sisters, like, you are the closest thing I have to a sister. And like, when I look at like our highs, our lows, we've bumped heads, we've come out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, I'm just like really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for you. You've become a part of my life, my family's life, my network of friends. You're in that life, your family. And I think the one thing that I bet we agree on, it is the absolute number one best thing about what we get to do for a living, that it puts you in sort of a fertile field where those kinds of relationships can flourish and can be generated. And it's my favorite thing about what we do.
It creates a staggeringly fast intimacy. It can.
It can.
Do you know what I mean? And that set, Frank fostered it. And I think you and Andy and I all came into it together going, there's a way to do this where we all come out better people and better actors. And I don't know about you, but like, I'd come off of a show that was very different and had a very challenging environment and came out of it going, how do I consciously create a culture that brings everybody up and doesn't leave anybody behind?
And you did that. Like,
we talked about that. Yeah. We all did that, though.
Yeah, but you were the force behind the culture of that show, making sure everybody, we're all there in Georgia together, making sure everyone was looked out for, making sure.
I think that was all three of us, though, because there was kind of a zero tolerance policy for
assholery.
Yeah, and Andy did his thing through like sheer force of will and leadership. Like, I am just going to so wholly devote myself to this path that one by one people are going to go, what's he doing? Oh, I should do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And like, we all kind of had our little thing. And I think what was beautiful is that it worked because we chose to be devoted to each other.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Be like, I will make sure that you do the best work you can possibly do by giving you everything I can give you. And I mean, it's funny, I was just talking to Milo about this the other day. Like, if I do my job as an actor, I give you everything you need for your work.
That's right.
So that all you have to do is say your lines in the right order and not bump into the furniture.
That's right.
And then when I'm on camera, and that's the thing that I think sometimes people don't know, is I'm looking at you, but I'm looking behind you is a wall of lies. It's a wall of cameras and lights and grips and, people on their phones doing other stuff. And that's how it's supposed to be. But the only real environment I ever see is when you're on camera. So I can play the truth because I see the truth.
Yeah.
The camera turns around and you're the only truth I've got.
That's right.
Everything else is a lie.
That's right.
Unless you're on one of those really cool shows, and I got to say, actually, Mikey and a lot of the guys on the show were great about like putting the cameras so fucking far away that it was a little different. But yeah, I mean, I will forever be a different actor for having worked on that show. And a different person too, which is part of why we're sitting here as friends, I think.
What was it about the show that you were on before? I guess that was Prison Break. I mean, what was it about that show that you felt was toxic, like when you or that like wasn't working, or like how do you contrast those?
It felt a little bit like Every Man for Himself, and there were friendships that formed on that show, and I was really close to the lead of that show for a long time. But I mean, look, I think people get in the business for different reasons, and Walking Dead was the first time I was on a set working regularly with people who I think were in it for the same reason that I was in it. Like, you put it really well all the time. You were like, two souls touching. That's the goal at the end of the day. Like, how do you land all the way into somebody else's heart? And one of the things that I really love and respect about the way you walk in the world, you said this to me the other day, and it really stuck with me, is that you think everybody is reachable.
Yeah.
You don't give up on people. Like, you will relentlessly love on someone or joke on someone or bug somebody until you find the part of them that's real and then land in that and see where that goes. And it never really occurred to me that everybody wouldn't want to work that way. And then you get into the world and you're like, oh, it's not just that you're not doing it, it's that you don't care about doing it. You're not, sometimes you end up in a scene with someone and you're like, well, you're not even trying to reach me.